Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and today is day one of the Countdown to Christmas series. So the theme for today was stenciling. So I decided to mask off some areas of my card panel. It's just a white card panel with some painter's tape, and I have this candy stencil, which is from Rabbit Hole Designs, and I am using worn lipstick, Distress Oxide, and I am just covering the areas where the tape is not. I will give you a hint if you wanted to do this yourself. Be patient, and my recommendation would be to dry your ink in between, removing tape, moving on to your next color. I would definitely be patient and dry in between. I did not do that. I did tear my paper a little bit, but there's some embellishments that will fix that. So now I'm just taking my painter's tape and putting it over the areas that have the worn lipstick on them. Just gently peeling that away. And so I just want to cover up this area so that I can add the shaded lilac next. So while I'm doing that, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about this series. This is the second year that I have joined Michele from Scrap Secrets for her Countdown to Christmas series, for the full series. A couple of years ago, I did one video with her, and then last year I did the entire series. So we have opted to do that again this year. So it is going to be 2 videos a week on Mondays and Fridays with different themes and techniques that we will share with you for this holiday season. And we have tried to do things that are not themes that we did last year, if that makes sense. So trying to shake it up a little bit. There will be prizes. So if you comment on videos at the end of the series, random winners will be selected from random videos. We'll just pick a video. You won't know which one it will be and pick our winners from that. I do have some prizes that I have been saving up, so it'll probably be a prize package that way. I'm thinking of also doing a second prize for creating a yearly card calendar. Basically, it's like a card holder that you would get a card for each month, which would be made by me. And then if I reach 1,000 subscribers during this series, I will also do another prize. So Michele has her intro video up talking about that, so you can definitely check out the details of her giveaway over there. I will link her channel down below. So I hope you'll check it out. See, as I was not patient and that ink was still wet, that is why I'm having trouble getting this tape off. If I would have just been patient and let it dry, I would not have had this issue. But I'd never done this before, and I thought, why not? It's something a little bit different with stenciling that I could do just to give it a little different look. I didn't worry about lining up this stencil again a second time, but honestly, it doesn't look like I did too bad with lining it up when I put it back down. So then I took this honeybee stamp set, which has this very bold Mary in it. And I will stamp that several times. I only show you once, but I am using my VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink, and I did stamp it 3 or 4 times, and I still didn't quite get a crisp impression. I think my stamp might have been dirty and I missed a section, but I'll show you in just a minute how I ended up fixing that, so you can't even tell. And then I will stamp the Christmas companion sentiment, also in the black ink. I love this, bold message. I really like that. And then the Christmas is very fine, like in a nice scripty font, which I like that as well. I do have the coordinating die for the little words, so I am going to use that to cut this out, because I don't know why. One, I'm terrible at cutting things out into rectangles, but also trying to fussy cut something around a word, I never get it to quite look like I want it to. So thankfully I have the die set for this one, and I am going to run this through my Honeybee Bitty Buzz cutter I definitely need to change my plates. I have new plates. I am just making sure that this current set is good and worn out before I change them. So I love this little die cut machine. I do have a big one. I have been toying with getting an electric die cut machine. So if you guys have one that you use and love, please feel free to leave it in the comments down below. So you know, what you like about it, or if there's ones you've tried that you're like, no, don't do that. Definitely would love to know that. So I am just going to take my liquid glue and adhere this die cut Christmas out and adhere my entire panel to a white card base. And then I found some embellishments. These are like clear drops, and I'm just using those to mask some of the areas where I ripped the paper, where I was not patient enough to let things dry, where I was removing the tape. And then once I get those on, I will adhere it to a regular A2 size card base, and that will complete the project for today. I hope that you enjoy this series as much as I know I enjoy making them, and I believe Michelle enjoys making them as well. I will say that that girl is quite busy right now because she is back in school, so hopefully, you know, she's working ahead to try to get things done, but her plate is very full. So I am thankful that she wanted to do this series, but also shocked. So we're winging it through this year. So like I said, I will link her channel down below. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them for us. We love interacting with you. And if you have anything that you would like to see in the future, as far as this series or anything on my channel, feel free to leave that as well. I do enjoy, you know, viewer suggestions, and I try my best, if it's something that I am able to do, that I would do that for you. I decided I didn't like the size of the embellishment that I used, so I just switched it for a bigger one. That's what I was doing right there, because the other one was a little bit too tiny, and I was having a hard time getting it to stick to my glue. So then I just take this black brush marker, and I'm just filling in the areas of where my stamp didn't quite stamp as well on that Y. And when you look at it, you really can't tell that that was something I had to do. So this matched that ink quite nicely. So there were a few sections that I had to fill that in just to make that look a little more complete. And then I will get that on a card base off screen. And as always, I hope that you have a great day.